Welcome to the first ever casual clicks in the Gauntlet. It's not really the first ever Gauntlet that I've done, but it is going to be the first Gauntlet that I am going to record and document. So there's a few things that I do want you to keep in mind as you're watching the Gauntlet series. The first thing is you're going to notice the video quality is going to be somewhat down because some of these games can run up to an hour and a half, hour 45, and to save a file that large on a high quality camera can take up a lot of space, a lot of processing time. And what I want to do is get this content out, this specific series out to you all as fast as possible, because it helps me in a sense that I need to play test teams as well and keywords and stuff. So why not record my whole process for you all so you all can enjoy and watch, and maybe you get something out of it. Maybe the process that I use to create these teams, of keywords, name keywords and things like that. Maybe it's something that you could start using in your own team building process, or maybe you don't have a team building process and you want to take a look at mine to see if maybe you get ideas to help you out, right? Because that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to help the community out as a whole by talking strategy, building teams, things like that. And of course, sharing them with you all, right? So the camera angles may not be the best. The sound may go in and out as because my microphone has to stay stationary as I'm playing. I have to move around, so it's very possible that my voice may dip in and out. And I am going to use this webcam as well to record the matches, and like I said, so it is going to be a drop in quality that you normally see me shooting my Heroclix at. However, remember that the focus of this series is to try to help you get better, try to give you ideas on my team building process that you're more than welcome to use, incorporate into your own methods. If in the very least, maybe I could at least give you a different point of view, something new that you didn't know just by watching me play or listening to me talk, because in these videos as I play, I do talk a lot, and I try to do my best to explain the thought process as I'm playing, so that way you understand better why I make certain moves. And of course there's always better moves. There's always going to be better placements, better moves. We never know because the dice are random. I do ask that if you do stay through and watch this entire video or watch parts of it and you catch mistakes regarding the rules that maybe you saw in the game, please let me know in the comments below. So a lot of these videos are going to be very bare bones, and because I want to get these out to you as quick as possible. It's going to be, what I'm trying to do is get it to you from camera to my video processor, uploading it to YouTube as quick as possible, because like I said, it helps me in testing these teams out, and it helps you by getting more content out to you, and it gives you a glimpse into the team building process that I have, maybe that you could use as well. So what is the Gauntlet? Let's talk about the Gauntlet. The Gauntlet that I created for my team building process requires for me to grab all the characters that I own of that same keyword and start making teams at random. That's how the process begins. I just make teams at random. What randomness helps me do is it kind of helps me break out of my normal play style. If I were to just keep playing my play style, I would never learn how to play, different play styles that maybe I see. And this helps me understand my opponents better, who happen to like maybe different play styles. And by creating random teams, I think it gives me that effect of randomization, or playing against a team that I would never normally play. That's pretty much initially in the first round. I go by rounds. But once I feel I've at least done the minimum, which is played with all the characters that I have, which have that keyword within certain sets. In this case, I'm going to stick to modern because that's what most everyone wants to watch anyway. So in this case, I'm going to be testing the Fantastic Four theme teams. They all have to have the Fantastic Four keyword on their card, of course. And using the mix and match randomness of the first round, what I'm going to try to do is first play, of course, create the teams, then play them, and afterwards kind of reflect. So at the end of the video, you're going to see maybe some thoughts that I had regarding the playthrough. And after that initial, first round, like I said, where the minimum is, where I play all the characters at least once, I start to kind of get ideas and put these teams together. but only pieces of them. Like I've shown you on my Heroclix tactics video. Once I start to find the little combinations, then I start to kind of build around the combinations to see if I can improve upon it or somehow support it. And that's what I do, so I find the combinations, and then I still look for random pieces, whether I kind of create like a filter process where in the second round of team building, I look for the characters that I remember that had notable moments throughout the game, so that way I can put them into the team to see what they can do within certain teams. So it's still kind of random. It still kind of has that little random element to it. Once all those teams play against each other, I then cut it down even further, taking out the teams that that aren't doing so well, and just working with entire teams, and remembering what works with those teams, and so on until in the end there's 2 teams left, and that's why I call it the Gauntlet, because they just keep going at it one match after another, and I keep going until I feel that I've tested this keyword enough to at least hopefully give me some ideas to start building teams around. I don't incorporate elements that I don't own until after I have the idea for the team. So that way, to see if it's worth investing in that team then will, that I usually try to make 2 or 3 theme teams per keyword. That team then moves on to a bigger gauntlet with other keywords, which I will cover in a later video. You'll get to see that, the mega gauntlet, as I call it, later on. And as long as you stay subscribed, you'll be able to see that video. So here we go. This is going to be the first match. Fantastic Four Showdown. Welcome to the first recording of the Gauntlet. Here we got Fantastic Four going through the Gauntlet. As I've explained earlier, this Gauntlet process is completely random. So I actually don't even know some of these characters, such as all the figures except for Silk, pictured over here on the opposing team. I have not had the opportunity to use. So they are all pretty much brand new to me, as I just got my Fantastic Four stuff in the mail last week. And I figured this would actually be a good time for me to show you my Gauntlet process of creating, building teams, coming up with combos and things like that. If you're like me, I am a student of doing. That means that I need to actually play some of the games with the figures to try to see how they actually interact with the game, how they work in the game, and who else they would work with. And I do it random, like I mentioned, because sometimes it's good to try different strategies. You never know, you might end up liking it. And I think very important to also note is that I use the solo play Heroclix rules. As I'm playing this game, I am still also going to refer to them throughout the recording. That way, you don't get too lost as to what's going on. And I say it's important that I use the solo rules because in the solo rules, the deployment rule dictates how to play out your turn. And sometimes playing it a way that you normally wouldn't play a certain combination or a certain team can sometimes give you insight on how maybe your team can possibly adapt and react to certain situations. And who knows, maybe you'll end up also discovering something new that you didn't know you could do because of the way that Solo Heroclix kind of dictates how each team takes their turn. So we're going to do die roll here. They got a 7. And over here, we got this Fantastic Four team. They got a 2. So that means that this team is going to get initiative. I've already set them up. Since, I'm playing by myself, I don't really follow the placement rules, of who goes first. I just set both teams up beforehand and, assign them a random starting area. In which case they have already been assigned a random starting area. I've already rolled for initiative. And it's going to be this Fantastic Four teams to start with. I did get a chance to look at these cards before I started recording, so I'm not totally clueless. However, remember that I am recording this as I go through. It's possible that because I am not only taking care of one team, but I am taking care of 2 teams, that I may get some rules mixed up. may forget to do things and whatnot. So bear with me. This is a very arduous process, and this is just the beginning. Part one of I don't know how many of these I'm going to make, a lot. Okay, so let's get started over here. Going to start with the deployment roll and getting my dice. I rolled a 4 and a 3. The actual thing is Frontline Finesse. After the first non-free action, a character given a non-free action must be of an equal or higher point value than that of a friendly character given a non-free action immediately before it on this turn. So what it's telling me is that if I want to take advantage and use as many movements as possible, that I have to move from lowest costing character up to highest costing character in that order. In this case, we have 40 points Wonder Woman. That's going to lead the charge. Now, I set her up next to the Thing because the Thing, I think, is going to be the wrecking ball on this team. I think he's amazing. And I want to get him in as close as possible. And since Invisible Woman has stealth too, she'll try to make sure that Benjamin J. Grimm gets there safely. So here we go. Let's see. So the minus the 1 for carrying, she can move up to 7 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7. There we go. And I'm going to place the Thing right here outside of hindering terrain so that doesn't slow him down. And there's a nice piece of blocking terrain right there that they are safely hiding behind. So this does help with the movement because, let me give her token. There we go. Oh, by the way, the Form the New Fantastic Four thing, since this is, like I said, the first recording, I honestly did not want to build a team without really seeing it in action first. So I wouldn't know where to reinforce what, what characters to put on my sideline. So I just left that alone. Defend, stop. Okay, and she also has defend, but that's a special power on her last click. Oh, she does have starting defend too. So that's great. Oh, he should be on his 100-point starting line. By the way, everyone is at their main starting line, even though they have several of these characters have multiple starting lines. I try to make sure that I start this whole process by starting them on their full point value to see if they're worth playing at their full point value. Okay, next action. So like I said, since we're moving through... Since we're moving with Frontline Finesse, after the first non-free action, which I already gave Invisible Woman the first non-free action, a character given a non-free action must be of an equal or higher point value than that of a friendly character given a non-free action immediately before it on this turn. So as long as they're more than 40 points, equal or higher, and if they are equal, it's always up to you to choose which one you want to move first. So he's Ghost Rider here. Let me get the camera over here. Ghost Rider here is 80 points. And Spider-Man here is 75. So Spider-Man has to move next. Because if I move Ghost Rider first, that means that Spider-Man won't get to take his action because of Frontline Finesse. So here we go. Let's get Ghost Rider on the action. And the reason I carried the Thing is, like I said, I want him to be my wrecking ball. And Ghost Rider here has range and he ignores hindering terrain. So I'm just going to run him right over that piece of hindering terrain right there. He can move up to 10 squares. Let's see if we can get him next to the Thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hello. Nice object. 7, 8, 9. Yes, let me get this object on him. There we go. Let me get the camera set up correctly. So now they're both hiding behind that piece of blocking terrain. Invisible Woman has stealth. So far, so good for this team. Finding some good positioning. Last but not least, the Spider-Man. Uh-oh, I messed up. Shouldn't have moved Ghost Rider. Okay, let me put Ghost Rider back. See, and in these cases, so early in the game, it doesn't really matter, right? Because I'm going to make the same move anyway. But let's move Spider-Man first to follow the rules. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoa, wait. This Spider-Man does not have improved movement. Ignores hindering terrain. What is this? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We still got to find some cover for him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8. You know what? I'm going to take this object. I'm going to give it to Spider-Man instead because I get the feeling with that hypersonic speed, starting hypersonic speed, Spider-Man's going to be making more close attacks. I know you can't use an object with hypersonic speed, but if he can, if I stop him from using hypersonic speed and I park him next to someone else because of that awesome super senses that rose that's successful on a 4 to a 6. So I may want to use him as a tie-up piece later. So let's get that token under him. And now let's get Ghost Rider all the way over here. There we go. That was the first turn of the Gauntlet. Let's go over to the next team here, which is another Fantastic Four team. Because like I said, I'm trying to find combos for the Fantastic Four. I want to see what they got. What we can do, this is their deployment roll. Ooh, they rolled double 5. Okay, so double 5. When you roll doubles for the deployment roll, you got to consult the deployment chart. And this says reinforce the friendly force. Reinforce means that the force adds a character. Reinforce means that the force adds a character from their sideline to their starting area with their combat dial placed on its starting position. The character must have a point value that is equal to or less than 25% of the game's starting build total. Since this is a bit of, we're still in the, like I said, very baby early stages of the Gauntlet. I have not taken the time to make sidelines or anything like that. So what I'm going to do is just pick a character out of my collection. And since he can't exceed 25% of the build total, he can't be more than 75 points. So you place him anywhere in the starting area. I'm going to put him over here because Hulk over there has the Underworld team ability. So he might be able to carry him depending if he doesn't have Battle Fury. I hope he doesn't. It doesn't look like he does. Sorry, I'm just looking over the card right now as well. If Red Hulk hasn't been moved or placed this turn, modify attack and damage +1. Okay. Angrier and Hotter. When Red Hulk takes damage from an opponent's attack, give him an anger token. He can have up to 2. When Red Hulk makes a close attack and has an anger token, modify damage +1. And after resolutions, remove an anger token. If he has 2, he deals penetrating damage, including with poison. Oh, okay. So he's got poison all throughout. Nice. Nice. Welcome to the team here, Red Hulk. And this actually does help too with the team building process because it allows me to see what another character, what a different character would play like. So now I get to compare this Hulk, which I figure would be somewhat similar. This Hulk, these two Hulks in reality would be somewhat similar, but it also gives me an opportunity to see how differently they're gonna play within the team and among themselves. So should be interesting. So let's get this team going. Since we rolled 5, we got to consult now the deployment chart. So the deployment chart is something I've been still messing with the original rules. If you go and watch that solo play Heroclix video, I'm not too thrilled about getting such a big bonus with the leadership. So I am working on making a new update to the rules for people who want to play it. A little more unbiasedly without that huge leadership bonus affecting your deployment roll. So anyway, sticking to this game, now that we got the 5, this one is Frontline Firepower. This one is the opposite of Frontline Finesse. I gotta move from the highest costing down to the lowest costing. So let's see, looking at this team, we've got everyone at 75 points. Hey, what's this? Wait. I have the wrong sheathing on the map. I just realized that. I'm like, she's 40 points. Let me get the right one. Okay, there we are. Now we got the right one on the map. So everyone here is 75 points. That means that the solo rules are going to have very little impact on this team. That's fine. That happens. We're not going to worry too much about it. We are going to move this game forward. Okay, so I have to be a little more strategic with this one because I'm not being dictated, to move your characters this way. So now I get to pick the order, and this lets me see a little better how this team can possibly work under my guidance and tutelage. So let's start with maybe something defensive like Silk. I have some familiarity with Silk. She has that Force Shield Beast Hunter's trait. When given a move action after resolutions, remove an action token from her and she can use Stealth until your next turn, which would obviously be helpful for blocking lines of fire. And she's got super strength too. That's awesome. Okay, let's see. Now, do we want to meet them in the middle here? So this is, I'm going to try to get you a better view here. That's how far apart they are. Like I said, I like to play aggressively when I play here by myself, but also not recklessly. Two different things. Aggressive and reckless, two different things. But anyways. So let's get Silk into position. Let's find some nice hindering terrain she can rest on. So let's see. She's got super strength. Hulk has traded super strength. And the she thing, let me see. Oh, that's still not the right she thing. Okay. This is getting annoying. There she is. Okay. This is the right one. That one does have super strength. Okay. You know what? And she thing is not one of those characters that I ever expected to see 3 different Heroclix of. I didn't expect to live this long. But she's a great character. I'm just joking. Right, we're gonna move Silk. Let's see. So there's hindering terrain here. There's a few objects over there. There's even some hindering terrain over here. But it looks to be behind blocking terrain. I don't want her line of fire blocked. I want her to be able to see stuff. So I think parking her on that hindering terrain might be best. She can move up to 10 spaces, up to 10 squares. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so she can move all the way over here. I could hide her on one of those objects. You know what? I think I am. With her having stealth, I think that would be wise to try to get the flanking position. Oh, but wait, she can't even make it over there because there's walls right there too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. She's one shy of making it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's a little riskier. She's a little closer there. You know what? Let's play conservatively here because I don't really have good positioning. Like I said, I'm not going to play reckless. Let's leave this. No, you know what? I'm going to pick up this object with her because I don't want the opponents to pick it up. The opposing figures to pick it up, I mean. Okay, so that was Silk. Oh. Let's not forget to activate her 4 Shield Hunters thing. Where after resolutions, remove an action token from her and she can use stealth until your next turn. So she's got stealth now for this turn. Until my next turn, that is. Going over to she thing. Let's see. No, you know what? Let's look at Grey Hulk because he has the Underworld team ability. Which, of course, is he has Passenger 1, but only to carry a character that shares a keyword, or 2, but only to carry characters that share a keyword and are lower points. But they're all equal points, so he can only carry 1. I'm going to choose Red Hulk because I always like to carry characters without range because, you know, I feel that they got to close that gap as quick as possible without wasting actions using their own movements. Whereas the range guys, you know, they can move, sit a turn, clear, and then attack the following turn without having to move because they got some range. It's possible, right? It's more possible than... I think it's more strategic to use 2 free actions to move closer with your... Not 2 free actions, I'm sorry. 2 whole actions with your melee guy by attacking instead of just spending one of those 2 turns moving. So let's see. We got Hulk here. He can move up to 10 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4... Let's start again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's too far out. I try to see if I can get that object and hide with him, but it doesn't look like he can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. This I can live with. They're going to be on opposite ends of the blocking terrain. We got to set up defensively now. He was carrying this Red Hulk. Made sure that he doesn't have Battle Fury, so he can be carried. And this one's got leadership. Red Hulk's got leadership. So let's see. We're going to want to keep that in mind because this right here, the placing of the Red Hulk could matter later on, as in he can remove a token from anyone because he shares a keyword with everyone, of course. They're all Fantastic Four keywords. So maybe I don't want to be too aggressive with that particular move. Maybe I want to put him back here. That way he can potentially try to take tokens off of Hulk or anyone else who I plan to get him adjacent to. I have overlooked the Hulk's ability, and since we're still not too far ahead, I'm going to take that move back. Hulk has an ability. That's Leaping Smash, free. He has Leap Climb, so he could have ignored that hindering terrain. On top of that, he's got free, can improve movement, hindering terrain, elevated terrain, roll a d6. I rolled a 2, move up to that result. So, he can move up to 2 squares carrying this guy first. 1, 2, and he can move over hindering terrain. Yay. Okay, now he can move 9 squares, still carrying the Hulk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this will allow him to be able to pick up that object. Make himself slightly deadlier with that strongest one there is trait that makes his super strength just a little bit better by giving it protected outwit and modified damage an additional +1 when he's using an object close object attack. Okay, so I think that's where I'm going to position them instead. See how one little thing can change your just placement in general. And I think that may be better placement because that puts the Hulk Red Hulk right in the middle to kind of either back up Grey Hulk in case he takes a hit, or to counterattack from this side and catch the opponent off guard. But we'll see what happens. Still got 2 more characters, Ghost Rider and She-Thing. Let me get them in the frame there. Sorry about that shadow. I'm still working on getting better lighting here. So let me move her. Let's see. She's got a special power and movement too, so I gotta look at that. Friendly character with a 5/4 keyword, modified damage +1. This is a trait. Oh, and she's friendly to herself. Hey, so she's gonna get +1 throughout this whole thing. Cool, because she's got the Fantastic Four team keyword. And her special power is Leap Climb. When She-Thing uses it after resolutions, she may make a close attack. Ooh, I like. And she's got Indomitable too. Red Hulk doesn't. Just make a mental note of that. She's got Super Strength, but she's on the wrong side of the map, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to place her on this side of Red Hulk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's do 8 here. Still not too sure about that move because I don't know if She-Thing is actually going to be a more valuable teammate than Red Hulk. Red Hulk does have that leadership to start with. But we'll see. Well, this is part of the trial and error process. I got to see which character has more value, and this would actually help me make a decision later when trying to determine who I should set up to be sacrificed to the gods. We'll see if I end up regretting She-Thing, if I end up regretting sacrificing She-Thing, or what. Okay. Now we got Ghost Rider. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, Ghost Rider's not that fragile himself. I figured he would start with toughness, but he doesn't. He starts with invulnerability. So let's see. Oh, he's got Passenger 1 as well. Ah, well, you know what, She-Thing. I'm not going to carry. I'm not going to move She-Thing at all. Ghost Rider has Passenger 1, but only to carry characters with a Fantastic Four keyword. Once per turn, when Ghost Rider is carried, and placed adjacent to 2 or more opposing characters. After resolutions, he may make a close attack. So you see, hindsight is 20/20. So let's do this. If Ghost Rider is going to carry sheathing, then I do want to load up on one side here, and this is why. Because if there's a way that I can possibly get that free attack with Ghost Rider, the only one he can do this with on this team is the Grey Hulk. So what I did is I just took that turn back, made Ghost Rider carry sheathing since they were adjacent anyway. Like I said, this is all part of the trial and error. I'm trying to still figure out how this team should work together, and these figures are just completely brand new to me. This team so far has the advantage because they have an extra character. We'll see if the next deployment roll is any better for the opposing Fantastic Four team. So here is the other team right there. Look at that. They're so close together already. I like it. I like it. Their deployment roll, 4 and a 3. Oh no, they get stuck again using frontline finesse. That means that Invisible Woman has to act first in order for me to use them optimally, which would be Invisible Woman, Spider-Man, Ghost Rider, and The Thing in that order. Since I don't think anyone here has leadership, I can only take 3 actions, which may be fine because I don't think I want to take an action with Invisible Woman because, well, she does have telekinesis. I don't know if that'll help being in such close range and the heavy objects being used and picked up already. Okay, good to note. Spider-Man can make someone immobile with a range attack. Invisible Woman has a cool attack trait that can give her +1 attack if she rolls a 4 on her final roll. Let's see. Oh, look at that. I missed this on Ghost Rider. And I'm going to do it right now because it has not affected the game in any way. The 4 Shield Hunters. I forgot that he has that trait. And that's okay. This is part of the playtesting process. I want to free up Ghost Rider because that's what he should play like. And on top of that, you know, I want to see just how good he is. I want to see their true potential, barring any human error like I just did right now. So let's see. He's got Charge, Precision Strike. Oh no, that's not his starting dial. Oh yeah, it is. Charge, Precision Strike, Toughness, and 3 damage. Okay. So these are probably going to be my 3 actions here. The Thing, well, let me check what the Thing can do here. It's clobbering time if no friendly character has been placed this turn. Choose an opposing character that's within 4 squares. So a friendly character with a Fantastic Four keyword that was attacked since your last turn. No such thing has happened. Place the Thing such that he can make a close attack targeting the chosen character, then do so. If he hits and his attack roll is 10 or higher, after resolutions, remove an action token from him. Okay, maybe that'll come in handy. Not yet though. Charge with improved movement destroys blocking terrain, so he can just plow through that center blocking terrain if he needs to, right here. You remember he can't end his movement on blocking terrain, so he'd have to clear it. But with his 10 speed, he can easily do that with a charge of 5. And super strength. So it looks like I have found my Alpha Striker. He's got super strength, 12 attack, 4 damage. There's a free object right over there. Okay, so that means he's got to make it that way. He's got to make an attack this way. So if he were to go and attack this way, grab that object, he would deal a total of 6 damage. Grey Hulk has Invincible, so he'll cap it at 3. Ghost Rider has Mystic, so he'll hit the Thing back for 1 if I manage to hit Ghost Rider. He is also easier to hit with a 17 defense as opposed to the Hulk's 18. But with the Thing's 12 attack, I may want to consider that. I'm not too worried about the retaliatory hit of the Hulk or Silk. They both have super strength objects because the Thing also has Invincible to cap the damage he takes at 3. So he makes a good tank candidate and a good damage, primary damage dealer. The Thing here with his huge range of 10. So let's see. Let's charge him 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can tie up both Ghost Rider. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ghost Rider and Grey Hulk here with the Thing. If I go this way, 1, 2, grab that object, 3, 4, and 5, placing them adjacent to these two. I'm going to do that because for sure that's the move I want to make. Now, who I want to attack, that's the hard part because Ghost Rider can easily just break away. Oh man, this object's done for. Okay, well anyways, Ghost Rider can easily just make a move to run away, breaking shots, and use that penetrating Psychic Blast. Oh no, he's got Invincible. He can reduce penetrating damage. Okay. When Ghost Rider is making a range attack, if the line of fire crosses hindering terrain, modify attack and damage +1. Okay. It's a little restrictive to get that bonus, but that's okay. I think, yeah, I'm going to go after the Hulk. I'm going to take advantage of the fact that the thing has 12 attack, which makes it easier. I'm not saying easy. I'm saying easier to hit that 18 defense. And there's no way I can get someone in positioning for a theme team unless I use TK with Invisible Woman beforehand. But you know what? I just remember we're playing with the solo rules and I have to take this move back. And see, this is what I was talking about, that this changes the game. This changes the way that I would normally take my turn. Normally, that would be my turn. That would totally be my move, smash face with the thing. But because I rolled Frontline Finesse, I have to move Invisible Woman first, possibly. I'm still on the fence about moving her. She's got Enhancement. She can TK someone a little further away. Yeah, I don't think it's worth pushing her off of that defend click either. So I'll leave her as is. She'll wait her turn. Next has to be Spider-Man. He's got hypersonic speed. He doesn't have Indomitable, but that's okay. Someone needs to sacrifice themselves for the Fantastic Four team ability to work. And that character is going to be Spider-Man as a tie-up piece here. He's a great tie-up piece. Well, I want to say great. He's okay. He's got Super Senses 4-6 and Energy Shield. So not that great in close combat because he only has a 17 defense and he has an Energy Shield. But 4-6 Super Senses is nothing to scoff at either. So he's gonna hypersonic speed. 1, 2, 3, and keep in mind. He has, I'll just web this guy up. When Spider-Man hits with a range attack, a hit target gains immobile. So it just has to be a range attack, not a range action. So that does work with hypersonic speed. And who do I want to make immobile? You know what? Hulk. You're going to become immobile, buddy. Sorry. Let's see. Back him up over here. So he's going to move here, make the attack, and then head back to safety, hiding on that sentinel leg object. There, he's going to make the attack roll. 11 attack to an 18 defense. He rolls an 11. Oh, I forgot about theme teams. Theme team probability controls. Each team starts with 3. Since Silk has willpower, she cleared her token from last turn. We're starting to see her value really shining through. As, you know, she just very easy decision for me to give her that theme team probability control token, hopefully get that miss to happen, keep the Hulk from taking damage. All possible because she has willpower. She's clear of tokens, so she can still make an attack the following turn. So Silk gets a thumbs up from me so far. Let's make the second attack. It's not really a second attack. Rerolling the attack. Still hits. Still hits. Okay. I don't want to use any more theme team PCs. So Spider-Man does 3 damage. Hulk has Invincible. He takes 1. And remember that he is now immobile. And we're going to continue the rest of Spider-Man's move and hide him back here. So now Spider-Man pushes. Spider-Man takes 1 pushing damage because he does not have willpower or Indomitable that grants him willpower. You know. Next, Ghost Rider at 80 points. He's got Charge, Precision Strike, Shield, Beast Hunters, which won't help him right now. I can go over there and smack the other Ghost Rider, show him how it's done in close combat, because Red Hulk here has Poison that can possibly become Penetrating Poison. I think... Oh, then again, I also may want to... Ghost Rider. You know what? Yes, I'm going to move Ghost Rider and charge over here. And here's why. Because he has the Mystics team ability. So if their Ghost Rider wants to attack my Ghost Rider, guess what? Mystics away. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Activating charge. Flooring the gas pedal, as his special power says. So there we go. Oh, you know what? I'm thinking about it, and if I want to hit that Hulk with the thing afterwards, I gotta make sure that he stays alive, and I think he will. He's got invincible. Ghost Rider only does 3 damage, so he'll only take that 1 damage. Oh, I should have grabbed that object with Ghost Rider. I just saw that. Light objects, Ghost Rider, good. To get that +1 bonus, damage bonus. So anyways, I'm going to attack Hulk. Try to knock him off of that invincible. Here we go. Rolled an 8. That's high enough to hit. Poor Hulk taking a thrashing here. First with web in the eyes, and now with a chain to the face from Ghost Rider. Not just any chain. A Hellfire chain, right? Let's crack some skulls. That was his precision strike. Didn't really come into play there, however, just good to know that he has it. And finally, let's get the big boy in there. Let's get Thing in there. Let's get him going. In on the action. Here we go. He's got that charge power. Breaks through hindering terrain. Oh, actually, you know. No, you know what? Let's take care of the Hulk. Let's see if we can knock him out. And this is a good time for me to try to get the knockout blow on the Hulk, because as you can see, he's kind of pinched there. There's blocking terrain right there. Ghost Rider's right there, so if I put the Hulk there, there's no line of fire, so he can't make me reroll with that Theme Team probability control. Placement, people. Placement is very important in this game. So here we go. The thing is going to go charge. 1, 2, 3. Grab that object. And let's hopefully put an end to Grey Hulk's misery by rolling a successful attack. Here we go. A 9. That's more than enough. He does 6 damage. Grey Hulk here prevents 2 or reduces by 2, but he still takes a whopping 4 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, exactly enough to knock him out. Kind of a tag team effort there, right? Spider-Man with that 1 damage and web in the eyes. Ghost Rider another damage, and the Thing came to just polish him off. Working beautifully here the way they're supposed to. And again, the results still ended up the same, right? But now I learned that, hey, maybe sometimes it's good to lead with the smaller characters to chip away at that invincible, so that way the Thing can come in and just mop up with that invulnerability. That's like, get out of here. It's not enough with that super strength 4 damage, 4 base damage. This the Thing gets a nod from me. I forgot to give Ghost Rider a token as well. Oh no, he had that Beast Hunter thing. This guy should have a token. Oh no, he was carried by Invisible Woman last turn. Yeah, okay. So see, I'm liking this team already. This is working together pretty well so far. And that means that these two are free to take actions next turn. Invisible Woman is now free, of course, to take actions the following turn. We'll see if they can survive the counterattack. Here we go. Deployment roll for the opposing team. For the other team. And another doubles. Double 4. Double 4 triggers a combat event. Double 4 triggers a combat event, which is Rally the Friendly Force. That means that everyone on the friendly force who has a token on them gets that token removed. Here we go. So that's I don't need to roll leadership with Red Hulk anymore, because the token is removed unless I get some sort of bonus that I don't. You never know. With so many special powers, I gotta double and triple check and quadruple check sometimes. Right, so not next. Can't forget this. They also rolled the highest deployment roll die was 4, so they also have to. They are bound by frontline finesse, but remember that they all have the same point value. So in reality, this team is just gonna do whatever it wants yet again. So let's see, what can I do? Let's get rid of that Thing. I get the feeling that Thing is gonna be problematic. So let's get rid of him. Let's get rid of that one. That one right there. This one. That one. Okay. Got Silk. Super strength, 11 attack. But the Thing has invincible. And what did we learn from last turn? We got to chip away first. Knock him off of that invincible before we go in for the killing blow. They all have 11 attack. So it's not like one is better than the other. The only one actually, Red Hulk. Excuse me. Red Hulk here has Angrier and Hotter. I'm sorry, the Circle of 4. If Red Hulk hasn't been moved or placed this turn, modify attack and damage +1. So he will have to move to make an attack because he has 0 range. So that doesn't actually help him right now. The She thing, though, let's see. Modifier, unique modifier, friendly characters with a Frightful Foe keyword, modify damage +1 when attacking only characters that share a keyword with them. So remember, she shares a keyword with everyone, so she's actually going to modify her damage +1, so we want to leave her to the end. Let's chip away with the smaller guys for now. I guess we're going to consider Red Hulk here small for now. He's got to do something. You got to do something, man. You can't just stand around. He's going to make that charge. Jump into the fray there. Attack the Thing. Try to knock him off of that insane click. Oh, double 2s. Not high enough. Do I want to use a Theme Team PC? Very probable. Let me see what Ghost Rider does. Penetrating Psychic Blast, which doesn't really help right now. That's okay. Before I move forward, I want to reconsider maybe using a Theme Team Probability Control and putting it on Ghost Rider. Or actually She Thing, because She Thing hasn't taken an action yet. Oh no, but she doesn't have line of fire. So it has to be Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider here has me a little worried that he may not do anything anyway. Oh no, I do have 4 actions because of the Red Hulk. He has leadership. Okay. Still, a missed attack though. That would let me reroll and hit. So yeah, let me put that token on Ghost Rider. Bring him down to 1 Theme Team Probability Control left. And it's still a miss. Exact same roll, 4. That was terrible. Put the wrong token on here. There we go. Okay. So now Silk can do a potential 5 damage because she's got super strength carrying that object. And I think I'm going to take that chance with her. She can ignore hindering terrain. So the hindering terrain that she's on does not affect her whatsoever, as you can see. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. No, let's put her here. I don't want her, Invisible Woman to have, possible line of fire later. Make her go all the way around. Play a little strategic there. Wish Silk. Placement matters. You see what would have happened? I would have opened up. I mean, she still would have had to have moved, right, to get that line of fire. But still, I want to force the opponent to move a lot further than that. Instead of staying at the safety of their, close to their starting area. So, Silk making the attack to the Thing. The Thing has invincible 18 defense. Silk has an 11 attack. That's a hit. Do I want to use a Theme Team Probability Control token? Let's see. The Thing will take 3 damage if I don't use it. But if I do use it, I am short 1 attack the following turn. Which may be fine. Because Ghost Rider here, you know what? I'm going to put on Ghost Rider. Since he has 3 damage, well actually he can hurt the Red Hulk here. Oh no, he's got invincible. What I'm looking at is Ghost Rider only does 3 damage. So I want to get him closer to the second half of his dial, since he's 80 points, to be able to reach that 12 attack 4 damage that he has. I know putting a token on him, he has willpower because he has Indomitable, will not push him, but there's really no sense. I think that keeping the Thing alive is more important right now. So I'm going to give him a token. Reduce them down to 2 Theme Team PCs. Let's make that reroll happen. This, Silk rerolling. She rolled a 4. A 3 and a 1. Okay. So no one else can see her for a Theme Team prob. So there goes her object. There goes her attack. Not looking good. Not looking good for this team. Even though right now they are evenly matched point-wise. Because remember, the character that got KO'd, 75 points, got replaced in the very first turn by the Red Hulk. So they're still evenly matched point-wise, but their counterattack has yielded nothing so far. And as I'm looking at sheathing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, she can't, it's not even that. She has that special power though, let me see. Leap Climb, when she uses it after resolution, she may make a close attack. Okay, so she can't use super strength with it. Because it's just a close attack, not a close action. So, what I am going to do instead, let me see if she can use Leap Climb. There we go. We can move her to the thing. So she'll still hit for 4 damage. I think that's what I'm going to have to do. I need to get the thing off of that 4 damage, 12 attack. I have to. I just have to. Because the other ones I can slowly deal with. But right now that click is just lethal. So let's activate her trait. Her special power, I mean. Leap Climb. When she uses it after resolution, she will make a close attack. Of course, Leap Climb lets you ignore characters. Ignore characters on movement. This character gets +2 breakaway. She's not adjacent to anyone though, so that's not really going to matter. Improved movement, elevated terrain, hindering terrain, outdoor blocking terrain. And the last one is can move through squares adjacent to or occupied by opposing characters without stopping. Still needs to break away. But she's not breaking away, so let's just go 1, 2, 3. Let's keep her there. Let's see what happens here. I'm going to make the attack roll. Remember, she gets a +1 attack as well. Because of that unique modifier, friendly character with the Frightful 4 keyword, which she has. Modify damage +1 when attacking only characters that share a keyword with them. I'm sorry, I said attack. I meant damage. Which they share a keyword with them. So here we go. So that's a 7. Her 11 attack to the thing's 18 defense. That hits. I don't want to use the thing to use a theme team probability control. So he's just going to take the damage because Spider-Man has 2 tokens. Let me get a better view there. Spider-Man has 2 tokens back here. And Invisible Woman, unfortunately, does not have line of fire thanks to that blocking terrain right there. So, no problem. She does 4 damage, minus the 2 for what Invincible reduces, and it caps at 3 anyway. So 1, 2, 3. He's on click 4 now. Has Impervious, Super Strength, 9 Speed. Not as impressive as 10, but he'll get there regardless. Giving him a token. Giving her a token. And now remember, I could still use Ghost Rider if I wanted to, because all he did was just use a Theme Team Probability Control token. It does not prevent him from being able to take a regular action throughout the turn anyway. So the question is, do I want to push him because he does not have Indomitable? So if I push him, I want to see if it's worth it. He gets poison, which doesn't really hurt Ghost Rider. If I start to push him, he does have Psychic Blast, but right now he is tied up. So I'm just going to clear him. I want to make sure that... oh no, I can't clear him. I actually just placed a token on him this turn. Okay. So that may make me change my mind, because if I wait the following turn, they'll be clear. And then I'll still have that token anyway, and then I'll have to clear. So he's just going to make an attack. I'm able to take 4 actions because the Red Hulk has leadership. So here we go. Let's do a breakaway. Actually, you know what? No, I don't want to break away because that's even riskier. He doesn't ignore characters or anything like that. So he's just going to make an attack. 11 to Ghost Rider's 18 is a 7. And he rolled a 6. That's terrible. That was a terrible turn. For the poor Fantastic Four on the left side. On to the next turn. We got to roll for the deployment roll. Double 3s. Okay, this is... this team keeps getting screwed over with the deployment orders. So first, they triggered the event Rally the Opposing Force, which if you remember, they took away a token from themselves, and now they're getting tokens taken away by someone else. That is very unfortunate that were to happen to them. Well, you know, and it kind of helps the other team too. It gives them like another chance to try to make up for that not so great turn they just had. It actually wasn't that bad. They hurt the thing. I guess it counts for something. But anyways, now they rolled a 3, so they have to play with conservative tactics. Play the route event immediately. Checking route. All route does is to prevent all the wordiness. Is I'm gonna summarize that. You just check to see if your team still has more than 50% of the build total. If you do, they keep playing. If not, they automatically lose. So we got to watch out for that threshold there. For now, we're good. So let's go to the next part. If you succeed this turn, non-free actions may only be given to characters that do not already have a token on them. So the only one who can take an action is Invisible Woman, because she doesn't have an action token. Spider-Man has one. The Thing right there has 1. Ghost Rider has 2. Okay, so it's up to Invisible Woman here. She has Defend, Stealth, Telekinesis. The Defend might be useful right now. If these two weren't so caught up in the middle, so bunched up here, it may actually have been a little better. That's okay, I think. I'm still going to get her over there because we got to keep this thing alive. And she has Defend with 18 defense. So this will force the opponent to deal with that 18 defense consistently, or waste an attack on Invisible Woman, which is fine with me, because Invisible Woman, that's what she's there for. That's one of her purposes. Just judging her off of this dial. She also does have a stop click too, by the way. So may want to reconsider that. And it says, but only if there's another friendly character with the Fantastic Four keyword within 4 squares, which there are plenty. So very troublesome figure here in Invisible Woman. She's becoming a nuisance to the other team already. And I can't do anything because, like I said, it's conservative tactics. So only characters that don't have tokens on them can be used. And that's very unfortunate because the Thing was ready to unload another attack. Only 3 damage. But still, I mean, that damage adds up over time. Moving on to the other team. Let's have their deployment roll. 11. So we go off of the 6. 6 says unrestricted operations. So yay. Again, they get to do whatever they want. This time legitimately, not by playing the system with 75-point teammates across the board. Let's see. So Silk back there. She-Thing. Ghost Rider's the only one with a token. I'll leave Ghost Rider alone this turn. Wondering now if we should turn our attention to Ghost Rider, because Ghost Rider right there. Seeing as how he has the higher attack value, they both have similar damage values, which is 3, but the attack value, his is 11 and the Thing's is 10. It's these two right here. Just in case you're getting confused with the Things and Ghost Riders on the map. So, should I attack with Red Hulk first? What does Red Hulk have? Let me see. Oh, you know what? I think I am. Because if Red Hulk hasn't been moved or placed since this turn, modify attack and damage +1. So he actually has 12 attack with 5 damage. And I think that's perfect for attacking Ghost Rider, because he has the Mystics. You don't want to chip away at someone who has Mystics team ability. You want to just deal with them in one blow. Just get them out of the way. And I think this is the perfect time to do that. So here we go. Red Hulk. Let me make sure I have nothing else. When Red Hulk takes damage from an opponent's attack, give him an anger token. He has not taken damage so far. So no anger tokens. I'm not missing anything else regarding maybe Empower. Ghost Rider here. What does he have? No transport 1 or carry 1. Yeah. Nothing that can help us right now. Oh. Okay. Maybe. A new kind of fantastic teamwork. When Ghost Rider hits with a close attack until your next turn, other friendly characters with a Fantastic Four keyword can use exploit weakness. So, if Ghost Rider hits, it's a big if, he'll hit for 3. Ghost Rider, the other Ghost Rider will take 2. That's overkill if the Red Hulk were to get his hands on him, I guess. Getting him with exploit weakness. But I don't think we need it because we also have Silk and She-Thing on the other side. Remember, the rally cleared them all. Except for Ghost Rider, he had 2 tokens. Now has 1, which is fine. Let's get a better shot at everyone here. There we go. I think that's everyone. Yes, that's everyone on the map so far. So here we go. Let's attack with Red Hulk first. Making an attack on Ghost Rider. 18 defense with toughness. Red Hulk has 12 attack with 5 damage because of the circle of 4. And he rolled a 5. Of course. Yes, if I'm going to use a Theme Team probability control token right now, the last one, this would be it. So let's give that to Ghost Rider. I'll click him once this reroll resolves. And that's a hit. Now do I want to use 1 back with Ghost Rider? If he takes 5 damage, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It'll knock him past the 2 impervious clicks, actually. Oh, that's tough. And then he may not even live long enough, regardless, because She-Thing and Silk are right there to pounce as well. Oh, this is gonna sting. Okay, but I'm gonna use 1 Theme Team probability control token from this team, and now they're down to 1, so they have only 1 remaining team PC left in the game. Let's see if it pays off though. Uh-oh, I gotta reroll both. Here we go. 7, still hits. Still hits. So let's click him for 5 minus 1, 4 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay, I miscounted. I forgot to take toughness into account. That's okay. It's worked out just fine. He landed on his 19 defense. I didn't miss anything, right? He does 5 damage. He has toughness. He took 4. Okay, I guess I just forgot to take toughness into account when I was doing mental math the first time around. And where is his token? There you are. Get on you. Ghost Rider here. Took some damage. Now he's at his 19 defense click with 11 attack. Still not done though. Still not done. Let's give him. Oh! I almost forgot the Mystic's team ability. Deals 1 back to Red Hulk. Because Mystic's team ability says each time this character takes damage from an opposing character's attack, after resolutions, deal the attacker 1 penetrating damage. Uncopyable. So there's his 1 damage. Oh no, this wasn't an attack. So see, this doesn't trigger Angrier and Hotter. Just so you know, Angrier and Hotter only get triggered when it takes damage from an opponent's attack. Mystic's team ability damage is not an attack. Just so you know. Let's move on. Let's see, She-Thing or Silk. Let's go with Silk. Oh, you know what? No, I forgot. He has Impervious. Oh, we gotta bash him good, huh? So She-Thing, because she modifies her damage +1. Rolling against a 19. I mean, it's now or never. Right now is probably the highest their attack values are going to be, so I have to make the attack. And let's do it with She-Thing, because she does 4 damage with that unique modifier, friendly character with a 5/4 keyword, modify damage +1 when attacking only characters that share a keyword with them. Which, of course, Fantastic Four. So here we go. Against Ghost Rider, She-Thing, 11 attack. Rolled a 7, adds up to an 18. 1 shy. 1 shy. And they're out of Theme Team probs, so suck it up, Buttercup. God, I've been unintentionally mean to She-Thing. I don't know why. I don't mind the character at all. I think she's an okay character. I mean, it is just a rip-off of the Thing. But I blame Marvel more so than her. It's not her fault. Marvel has lazy writers sometimes, right? Am I right? I'm just joking. Just throwing jokes all over the place. Fantastic Four here getting some love from WizKids with this amazing battle here that you see happening right in front of you. Okay, let's clear up this mess now. Silk has 10 attack. I'm sorry, 11 attack. But only does 3 damage. I kind of want a chance breaking away, grabbing that object back there and coming back and smacking the thing with it just to get him, just to be done with him. And then we can try to focus on Ghost Rider. The following turn with She-Thing and Red Hulk getting another attack, hopefully if they live. So, oh man. Because 3 damage on its own, she doesn't have exploit weakness, does she? She does not. Yeah. And so it's just 3 damage. I mean, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to try to break away, charge, grab that object back there, come back and smack. Should I just go for the thing or Ghost Rider? Well, what is she? If she hits Ghost Rider, she'll take Mystics. She'll go down to 17 defense with... Yeah, let's go after the thing. Here we go. Breakaway running shots. I rolled a 1. That's terrible. That's terrible. They weren't able to fully capitalize on the misfortune of the other team's deployment roll, but that's okay. They still, I think, have the advantage point-wise. Here we go. Gonna roll deployment roll. 6 and a 1 for this team on the right side. So 6 and a 1. 6 is unrestricted operations. Means that they can do whatever they like. Have I been leaving Ghost Rider out of the shot? There we go. Okay. Let's try to clear out some of this mess here. Ghost Rider, who survived, by the way, has Hellfire Portals phasing teleport. When he uses it and moves 4 squares or less, he may make a close attack. An energy explosion pulse wave. Hello, Pulse Wave, my old friend. Once per turn, when Ghost Rider hits an opposing character that damages a friendly character since your last turn. Oh, what happens? After resolutions, deal that opposing character penetrating damage equal to their action token. So that's on top of regular Pulse Wave damage. So they take the 1. I mean, in this case, they'll take 1 Pulse Wave, right? Because there's more than 1 target. But he also gives them 2 damage, or 1 or 2 damage depending on how many tokens they have, if they have any. Yeah, penetrating damage equal to their action token. So that's, hey, that's this guy right here. We're gonna get around that Mystics with that. We're gonna get around Mystics both ways because Pulse Wave, I believe, ignores abilities as well. Trusty pack here, let me see. Other characters within range can't use powers or abilities. So there you go. I think that seems like the logical move. Before I do that though, do I want to use the thing? Because if he rolls high enough, he's going to smash the thing and Spider-Man as well because they're caught in that radius. His pulse wave radius is 4. That's 1, 2. Oh, well, Spider-Man won't get hit, but everyone else will. Spider-Man is just far away enough to dodge or not be in the crosshairs of that pulse wave. If the thing is on click 4, if he were to push, ooh, flurry. Yes, okay, so I don't want to use the thing yet. So you got to plan ahead. If you're going to pulse wave yourself, you got to make sure it's worth it, right? Don't just do it. I mean, you could, and hey, good luck to you, but if you're trying to improve your game, I would recommend to try to plan everything ahead of time. There we go. If I deal damage to Invisible Woman, she'll lose defend, which is fine because she'll gain barrier. And she still has that stop click anyway. So yeah, let's do Pulse Wave here. Ghost Rider is activating Pulse Wave. Remember, Pulse Wave is lets you make range attacks regardless of adjacency, according to the improved targeting that you get when you use it. Lines of fire drawn by this character are not blocked by characters. Oh no, I'm sorry. This character can make range attacks while adjacent to opposing characters. May target adjacent or non-adjacent opposing characters. So here we go. Oh my god, that's a terrible roll. I rolled a 3. Wow. Okay. They may live to fight another day. Oh, you know what? I got a Team PC left. Let's see if that pays off for them. Gonna give it to the thing. Oh, but wait. I can't use powers or abilities. Is Theme Team Prob a power or ability? I'm guessing it gives them probability control, which, yeah, okay, I'm not even going to bother with that. I'm going to give them their Theme Team back. Wasted attack, Ghost Rider. Wasted opportunity to try to make a comeback here. You'd really let your team down. You really let your team down. So disappointing. Where's Johnny when you need him, eh? Robbie here couldn't get it done. And Danny on the other side can't get it done either. Wait, what am I doing? I'm just rolling dice here. Okay. The Thing. Do I want to use him now? Spider-Man is back there. Doing nothing. I don't remember Spider-Man taking a damage. Oh yeah, he pushed. Dang, he knocked him off of that 11 attack. The Thing, yeah, I'm just gonna attack with the Thing. I'll attack Silk because Silk doesn't have any damage reducer. She has that crazy 4 to 6 super senses, but I'll chance it. 10 plus 7 is a 17. Her defense is 18. That's a miss. That's a miss. This team is in for a ride of their life. Oh my god, you know what? Have I been forgetting to activate the It's Clobbering Time? Oh, well, I mean, it doesn't really matter, right? Because, I mean, it may matter in terms of placement, but I don't think it's been mattering so much right now. Well, you know, you could have still been attempting it to try to get the action token off of him, so I'll remember that for future uses. The Thing here, I'm positive this is not going to be his last outing. I was really impressed by that. His top dial, those top 3 clicks. With 11 attack, the first 2 have 4 damage. Yeah, so he may see the light again, the light of day yet again. Who are we moving on to? Spider-Man is gonna make an attack. I'm gonna again go after Silk. 1, 2. Let's go from there. Here we go with hypersonic speed. So he is moving out of hindering terrain, which for some reason he can't ignore, which is fine because he can still move up to 5 squares. He makes the attack and he hits. Spider-Man coming through. Oh, well, wait. Silk has that super senses that hits on a 4 to a 6. And that's a 1. That's a 1, people. Right there. Spider-Man getting in on the action. 1, 2, 3. And remember, she's also immobile. Because I'll just hit this guy. I'll just web this guy up. When Spider-Man hits with a range attack, a hit target gains immobile until your next turn. I'm going to put him back over here. I had to move him so he can have line of fire. I had to move him so I can get line of fire to Silk here. Sorry about that. I forget. I'm also recording with a camera, not just my voice. Here we go. And moved him over here, made the attack, and I just moved him back. Still within 5 spaces. Because moving out of hindering terrain, in this case an object, which counts as hindering terrain for movement and line of fire purposes, Spider-Man's speed was... Oh, it actually was reduced to 4 because his speed is 8, which is fine. It's still plenty of space. 1, 2, 3, 4. It still had movement enough to get back. So where's his token? There it is. Okay. Do I want to push Invisible Woman? No, not now, because now I got to keep the Thing nice and healthy with that 18 defense. Let's clear her up. Let's move on to the next deployment roll for the opposing team. Here we go. 3 and a 1. So 3 means conservative tactics. That means that they can only use characters that don't have action tokens on them. But Red Hulk has a token. Ghost Rider has a token. Silk has a token, and you guessed it, She-Thing has a token. However, Red Hulk has leadership, so it's still possible for him to get that token off of Ghost Rider so they can... Oh, well, you know what? I just realized Ghost Rider had 2 tokens, and he wouldn't be able to take an action regardless. His poison can't do anything because it is not penetrating. They have damage reducers. So really, I can still take free actions. So if I got sidestep or something, which I don't, Outwit, no perplex, nothing of the sort. This is just a team of pure beaters, huh? I guess so. So there goes their turn. Yeah, that's unfortunate. They were looking to capitalize on the terrible turn that the other team had, but that's how it goes, and that's why I like playing with the solo rules that without the leadership, because it makes it a little more swingy. It creates a ton of scenarios that may or may not happen in a real game, as opposed to you kind of sticking to the same strategy with every team over and over again. Kind of spices things up too, just for fun. I rolled a 5 and a 3 for the deployment roll, which means frontline firepower. In order that I gotta move him in if I want to be efficient is the Thing. Ghost Rider can't because he has 2 tokens, Spider-Man, and Invisible Woman. So starting with the Thing. Frontline firepower. He does 3 damage. He is surrounded. Man, this is tough. He really needs that object. So let's look at its clobbering time. If no other friendly character has been placed this turn, choose an opposing character that's within 4 squares. Place the Thing such that he can make a close attack. Okay. If I do that, is there really a benefit to that? Not really. Because I want to stay close to Invisible Woman to keep that defense up, because Invisible Woman has defend. So he's just going to stay there. Well, you know what? No, I'm still going to activate it to make a close attack, because that's all he can do anyway. He can only make close attacks. And once activated, I'm putting the token on this so I won't forget. Once it's activated, in case he hits his attack roll and it's a 10 plus, he gets to remove that token from himself. So I think it may be worth it. Here we go. 10 on a 17. That's a 4. That's terrible. Yeah, I'm just going to use the last team prob with Invisible Woman here. Why not? Make yourself useful, Sue. More useful. She's useful with her defend already. There we go. That's a hit. Oh no. Yes, it is. 10 to 17. With a 7, roll of a 7. The Thing laying the smack down the She Thing. No more probs to be used. So I'm going to click her for 1 damage. That's how much she takes. Oh no, she's got Impervious, so I get to roll. Yeah. Here we go. 1. Okay, so she does take the 1 damage. And the Thing did not roll a 10. So he does not get his token removed with that power. But at least I remember to use it this time. Small victories, sometimes, are the most important victories. I kind of don't want to let this turn just be dealt 1 damage and that's it. But I'm looking at my other options here, and Spider-Man is risky because he doesn't have willpower, Indomitable. But you know what? I am going to push him because they have the Fantastic Four team ability. Someone's bound to get knocked out in the coming turns. And it's good, he'll just heal himself back up. Or if he happens to be the one that gets knocked out, even better. I can't put him here. I can't. Well, I mean, I can, but I don't want to. Wait, no. He wouldn't be able to get past She Thing. Yeah, even if I could, he has poison and he has no damage reducers. So, kind of in a bind here with Spider-Man. That's okay. I think, that 50-50 super senses with Silk. I don't know if it's chancier than just dealing 1 damage to She Thing on Impervious. Tough decision here. But you know what? She Thing doesn't have the Fantastic Four team ability. Silk does. So let's knock her out right now before it gets later in the game then. I'm going to push Spider-Man to do it. Move him hypersonic speed. Move him 1. Range of 4, so he has to be within 2 squares, which he is, as you can see for yourself. And let's make the attack roll. 6, and that's a miss. That's terrible. That's just unfortunate. Very sad. Okay, Ghost Rider clears. Hopefully he survives so he can try to unleash another pulse wave. I want to see that power go off. For now, Let's see what happens with the other team. A 3 and a 2. Conservative tactics. Well, hey, this time everyone is clear. And with that leadership, that means that everyone gets to take an action this turn. So this team is kind of gelling here. I think I'm finally going to try that breakaway role with this Ghost Rider. I think I have the breathing room to do it with this team now. That's kind of what I've been waiting for, to just kind of push back a little on the opposing force. Now this Ghost Rider is going to try to break away running shot, so he can take full effect of that Psychic Blast that he has. Psychic Penetrating Blast. Here we go. That's a 1. That's terrible. Okay. Let's get a token on him. Let's see. Okay, so it's conservative actions. It means anyone without an action token. That's anyone. If Red Hulk were to hit and take Mystics, he would be down to 18. It's very similar stats. It may be worth it though, because again, he does have the Fantastic Four, but you know what? And yeah, and he does the most damage here. With 5, because of the Circle of 4, he still hasn't been moved or placed. And so he has 11 attack. So let's do this. Ghost Rider 19 defense, Red Hulk 11 attack. Let's try to break through that. And there we go. That's a successful hit. Let's see if Robbie survives this. Impervious. He does, with a roll of a 5. Robbie, I can handle anything you dish out, Red Hulk. I'm sorry, I get carried away sometimes. Here we go. Gonna give him a token. Gonna clear, just make some space here to give you all a better view of things. And again, sorry about the lighting. Let me see if I can actually make that better. Okay, so it's not the greatest improvement, but it's an improvement nonetheless, I guess. Next set of actions here. After Ghost Rider survived that blow from Red Hulk, next to his Impervious, Silk. No, you know what? She-Thing is next. 11 attack, 19 defense. She does 4 damage, 5 damage actually. I forget that she too gets a unique modifier. That's a miss. 11 attack, 19 defense. She needs an 8. She rolled a 6. So let's get her a token. And I think I'm going to use Silk to incapacitate. Just to try to prevent Ghost Rider from taking too many actions here. And she's got sidestep too. So I'm gonna sidestep, break away here for a little bit. That's a fail. Okay, that's fine. Let's just make the incapacitate attack then. 10 on 19. I need a 9. Here we go. Hey, that's a hit. And with incapacitate, there's no damage dealt, so there's no reason for him to roll. And that'll help us take 1 less pulse wave damage to the face. Instead of taking 2, try to limit it to 1 before we try again to knocking him out. So those were all 4 actions thanks to Red Hulk's leadership. Let's go on to the next team. Here we go. 5 and a 5. Hey. They got double 5. So we got to consult here. Reinforce the friendly force. So let's get someone out here. At 75 points, because that's what the threshold is, we've got Black Panther making an appearance. Black Panther. Okay, this Black Panther has stealth, shape change, but only if occupying hindering terrain, leadership, and outwit to begin with. Special power and improved movement, ignores hindering terrain. So there he is in all his glory. Let's get him into the action here. So I rolled a 5 for my deployment roll. That means I have to go from highest to lowest because of frontline firepower. The highest being the Thing, the next one being Ghost Rider. Pulse wave, you betcha. Let's do this. Let's hit this time, Robbie. Hey, there we go. That's a 10. Does he get any bonuses for rolling a 10? He does not. That's fine. So that means that everyone except for Spider-Man in this little area is going to take 1 damage. So he takes 1. He takes 1. Even she takes 1. The Thing takes 1, but that's okay. Now he has Flurry. I just hope he survives now. So he can use that Flurry. There we go. He gets the 2nd token. And you see, so that was the purpose behind me incapacitating. That I didn't want him to do that again the following turn and just kind of slowly obliterate my team with Pulse Wave. Next highest character would be Black Panther since he's 75 points. I'm just going to put him in the frame here. Let me see. 8 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so maybe not quite in the frame, but not too far from it, as you can see. Hanging back with Spider-Man. 8. Yeah, this is the furthest he could reach. The farthest he could reach. There's no hindering terrain there to give him stealth, shape change. So he'll be fine there. I don't think they need him yet. I think Ghost Rider may have bought them a turn or 2. We'll find out, I guess. Let me get my light situated back here. There we go. Okay, continuing. Down the line, then it's Spider-Man, but he has a token, or 2 tokens. Oh, they both 75 points. I could choose between either Black Panther or Spider-Man, but he has 2 tokens. And finally, Invisible Woman. I don't want to push because her barrier may come in handy. And she has that stop click, now that I think about it, as well. If I push her, what will she do? Attack She-Thing? But She-Thing has Invincible, so no damage done. Nothing would happen. I mean, she still has barrier. She'll keep it, but do I need it? Maybe to keep Red Hulk away. Put a barrier right here in between. But I don't think it's worth it. I think I'm just going to let things happen the way they happen. There's really no great position to push, create a barrier with Invisible Woman. So I'm going to clear. And now that we have leadership on this team, I'm able to take 4 actions next turn anyway. So it doesn't really affect them that much, not doing a barrier this turn. So let's see what the other team rolls. 6 and a 2, so they get unrestricted operations. Take their turn, take their actions in any order they desire. Let me see. Red Hulk. Don't want to move him. Oh, She-Thing here. Can still dish out the damage, huh? Question is, who is more valuable right now? Well, She-Thing, you know what? She-Thing doesn't even have the Fantastic Four team ability. So let's make the attack with her. She gets +1 through unique modifier. +1 damage. So, and she has Close Combat Expert. If I throw it on to Close Combat Expert, that'll be 6 damage. Minus the 2 if Ghost Rider fails the Impervious. Maybe just enough to kill him. I'm trying to play this not looking at the back of the dial, you know, as the opponent. If it was my team, and I don't remember how many clicks he had. But that's going to be more than enough to deal with him. Oh, but she needs a 9. Okay. So let's give her +1 attack and +2 damage. Let's do that. 11 attack on a 19. I need an 8. Because, again, we're trying to just outright knock him out in 1 hit. We don't want to chip away on a Mystics. Hey, she rolled an 8. Double 8s. But, I mean, he's going to get knocked out, I think, right? Let's see. Oh, Robbie Reyes. Robbie freaking Reyes. I can handle anything you dish out. She-Thing. Sorry, getting carried away again. Robbie here survives yet another attack. Let's... Oh, you know, Red Hulk, if we push him, he'll take not only pushing damage, but also Mystics damage. But I think we have to, because he gets that +1 damage bonus because he hasn't been moved or placed. So let's just do it. Here we go. 10 attack. He has not taken damage from an opponent's attack yet. Actually, he has, right? Oh, but you know what? Pulse Wave ignores powers and abilities. Yeah, I mean, it says other character within range can't use powers or abilities for this action. So we'll go with that he was not able to use it. Let's make that attack with Red Hulk. Hey, that's a hit. Going at it right there. There we go. So he got the hit. Robbie still has Impervious. Third time's a charm. Roll a 3. He's taking 5. -2. He takes 3 damage. And that's enough to knock him out. So they were able to deal with him. And now the Hulk takes a Mystic's damage. And a pushing damage. So here we go. Hulk is on click 5. The opposing team are all Fantastic Four. So guess what? Everyone is getting healed 1. That means that pulse wave damage, it's gone. Oh, you know what? Yeah, even Spider-Man. Because he has taken a couple of pushing damage. Thanks to that Fantastic Four team ability. Everyone's slightly more healed up. I wasn't too happy about healing the thing up. But right now I think every little click is going to matter. And I'll take it. I did heal him past that flurry, but that's okay. We'll live somehow. We'll live somehow. So let's see. That was Red Hulk's action. They lost leadership, so they no longer have that fourth action, which I should have, hindsight, I should have looked at that first. But regardless, I don't think I want to push Silk or Ghost Rider. They both have an action token, and neither of them has Indomitable. Silk does have Sidestep. But also has 6 range. Yeah, I'm going to Sidestep her back here. That way she has a clear line of fire to Invisible Woman to try to help out She-Thing. And she can stay at a safe distance. And Ghost Rider here, I think I'm just going to clear him. Yeah, because the Fantastic Four team ability can only go so far. 10 attack is not very promising. So yeah, let's clear him. And Silk. Okay. I don't remember rolling for deployment orders for them. That's okay. We'll give that to them. This team, however, not so lucky. Rolling a 4. What do they get? Frontline Finesse. They gotta go from low to high. So Invisible Woman first. Okay, so Invisible Woman is gonna use Telekinesis. Targeting the thing here. Place them there. They both have line of fire to this square. So that way the thing can go 1, 2, 3, grab this object, 4, 5, and make an attack. Carrying that object, 10 attack to the 17 defense. Let's see if we can take She-Thing out. She's out. He rolled a 9. So that's 3 damage, plus a 2. Total of 5 damage. She-Thing prevents 2, has invincible, so she'll take 3 damage. 1, 2, and 3. She's still in the fight. She's still in it. She's in it to win it, I guess. She doesn't want to let her teammates down. Oh, you know what? You know what? I forgot to use Spider-Man, and I'm not going to use Black Panther since he doesn't have willpower. So let's do this then. Shame. Still going to take that action, but after Spider-Man bashes What's-Her-Face Silk all the way over here. So it's 4 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4. And remember, hypersonic speed allows him to keep moving without having to stop due to adjacency. And, well, actually, you know what? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's make a close attack. I don't want her to get the +1 bonus. 10 to a 7. 10 to a 17. I need a 7. Oh, that's always sad to see. Parker, what are you doing, man? What are you doing over there? Can you explain how this game works? Poor Parker. I'll always have it out for him. I think I'm J. Jonah Jameson incarnate. I'm just kidding. But anyways, he got a critical miss. Going up against Silk, Ghost Rider, and Red Hulk. But that's his job. He's the tie-up piece. He's here to soak up attacks. Get in the way. Get in the way, you. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he did what he could. He's out of movement. And then the Thing. Okay, now that the Thing is able to do that. Well, you know what? I forgot. Yeah, Invisible Woman was going to TK the Thing there. That's what I had forgotten to do. So she still was able to take that action because we're going from lowest to highest. It's just that the Thing was supposed to wait. So we'll go through that motion again. Destroy that object. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, there we go. So now she takes damage. 1, 2, 3. There we go. I'm going to clear Black Panther for that team. Oh, and he has Outwit now. With a clear line of fire to She-Thing. Let's Outwit She-Thing's Close Combat Expert in case she gets any ideas. Keep my team safe. Deployment roll for the other team. 4 and a 1. That means they're going to have frontline finesse, which again does not matter because they're all 75 points, so they can move in any order they want. Red Hulk, I noticed, got plasticity. Which, if he had sidestep, oh, you know what? Ghost Rider can carry him. Yes. Okay, so the plan is unfolding here. Ghost Rider has Transporter 1. He can carry 1 with the Fantastic Four keyword. So here we go. He's going to use Running Shot while carrying to activate Penetrating Psychic Blast. And place Red Hulk there. His plasticity will be much more useful there, and his poison will slowly, hopefully, start to chip away at Invisible Woman. Okay, now that he's out of the way, Ghost Rider can make a penetrating psychic blast attack to the Thing, who unfortunately is no longer adjacent to Invisible Woman. Maybe should have run him back after grabbing that object. I think he got a little too hefty there. He may pay the price, and he does. For 3, penetrating psychic blast. 1, 2, 3. Still alive. Still alive. But for how long is what Ghost Rider wants to know. Next, let's go to the next character. She-Thing has 2 tokens. So it would be Silk. 10 attack. 17 defense against Spider-Man. Energy Shield's not going to help him right now. But his Spider Senses will. On a 4 to a 6. Gets a 1. And the hit is high enough to hit. The roll is high enough to hit. So Spider-Man takes 3. 1, 2, 3. Still in it. They're all in it to win it. Look at that. I think they're all hanging on by a thread here. We'll see what Black Panther can do to kind of shake things up once he gets into the fray here. But that was Ghost Rider. That was Silk. Red Hulk has 2 tokens. She-Thing has 2 tokens, so they can't act. They have Sidestep. Silk is going to use Sidestep. She fails the breakaway. And She-Thing has Sidestep. And she's going to use it. And she gets it. So let's find her. There she is. Let's move her 2 spaces. 1, 2. 1, 2. Yeah, let's place her over here. Let's try to give her 1 more attack to survive. Oh, wait, I can't move over here because of Spider-Man. Spider-Man followed me yet again. Oh, I can move this way. 1, 2. Well, that's still not helpful at all. But it keeps her safe from the outwit, I guess. So yeah, let's just leave her there. Now she is out of Black Panther's line of fire for outwit, barring any repositioning on his part. Deployment roll for the other team. 3 and a 1. That 3 means conservative tactics. Oh no. Black Panther is the only one without a token. So let's get him in the action here. I don't want that poison to slowly whittle away on my Invisible Woman. So let's do something about it. 18 defense, 11 attack. He has charge. He ignores hindering terrain. Here we go. And a 5. That's a miss. A huge miss. Because that's the only action you're going to be able to take. Okay, the thing actually hit a stop click, but naturally didn't require a stop. Oh, you know what? I just saw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I would have used Perplex to bring his attack up, but regardless, he still missed. I'm still going to say that I was going to use that Perplex because that's how I would have played it. Trying to maximize this team's turn by increasing Black Panther's chances to hit, as that was the one action I could take this turn. Spider-Man also has Sidestep, so I'm going to Sidestep him. Breaks away. Let's get her away from She-Thing. And into some hindering terrain for some defensive bonuses for ranged attacks if he needs them. Let's go to the other team. Deployment roll 4 and a 3, so that means frontline finesse. That means they got it. Well, doesn't matter to them. Other characters cost 75 points. She-Thing. I'm gonna go after. Oh, you know what? Yeah, Black Panther. I forget has outwit. And he'll outwit the Empower that Red Hulk has, just because. Or should I outwit Poison to prevent him from poisoning Invisible Woman? Keep her on that defend. Yeah, I'll outwit the Poison to keep Invisible Woman on that defend. So that means that they have to attack her to get rid of her. Moving on. She-Thing. She's the one who is going to start knocking people out. Let's go after the Thing. Let's just get rid of him. There we go. 10 attack, 17 defense. She already gets +1 damage. So I'll throw it into attack. 2 attack and 2 damage because she already gets that unique modifier. I'm sorry, I said 2 attack. Yes. 2 attack, 1 damage. That's what I meant. 2 attack, 1 damage. Okay, so that makes her attack 12. She rolled a 6. That's 18. That's enough to hit the Thing. The Thing only has invulnerability with 17 defense. Not enough. Not enough. Just checking to make sure there was nothing else I was missing. Triggers Fantastic Four team ability, which I believe only Spider-Man has been damaged. Yes. Of the remaining members. That was She-Thing's turn. Red Hulk. I'm going to try to take out Invisible Woman because she's being a pain in my side. Attack of 9. To 19 defense. He missed by 1. Such is his luck. 2 and Silk and Ghost Rider. If I use them, they have to push. I don't want to push Ghost Rider because I want to deal as much Mystics damage back to the opponent as possible. This late in the game, seeing as how he's getting whittled down, any little bit of damage is going to help. So we'll leave that for now. Silk over here, on the other hand. Do I want to push her? Yes. Do I? She's on her 5th click. Let me see where she's at. Oh yeah, she's got a couple of good clicks left in her. So let's push. Why not? Oh no, she needs a 9. Well, you know what? Let me sidestep and then think about it. Breakaway sidestep. She failed. Then I don't want to do it. I think that solves that. Or you know what? Ghost Rider. Yes, so obvious. Ghost Rider. Hello. Ghost Rider has that no hiding from judgment. Penetrating psychic blast ignores hindering terrain. When making a ranged attack, if Ghost Rider's line of fire crosses hindering terrain, modify attack and damage +1. Should have been watching out for that, Parker. You're gonna meet your demise here very shortly. 1, 2, 3. Now he has a clear line of fire. The Spider-Man. The hindering terrain does not bother him as he ignores it. Plus, he also gets an additional 1 attack and damage, turning his attack from 10 to 3. Attack and damage from 10 to 3 to 11 and 4. And he needs a 6 to hit. So he hit. Let's get that super senses now with Spider-Man. No super senses. Spider-Man rolled a 2. Very unfortunate. He's going to take 4 damage. 1, 2, and he's out on 2. Fantastic 14 ability does not heal anybody because Invisible Woman and Black Panther are on their starting clicks. And Ghost Rider takes a pushing damage, but this pushing damage was worth it, as you can see, because it's 1 less spider nuisance on the map. Now, this team has to be careful with their deployment roll because their total is 115. That means they're under the threshold, the 50% threshold. So if they roll a 3, 2, or a 1 as their high roll on a deployment roll, that's game over for them. Let's see. Nope, 5 and a 3, so the game continues. 5 means taking frontline firepower, attacking with Black Panther first. He has no option here. I'm just going to have to attack with blades. I'm going to have to push him. 11 attack to 18 defense. Rolls a critical miss. This team has not had the best of luck. Black Panther takes not only a critical miss damage, but also pushing damage because he does not have willpower. An Invisible Woman. She's going to get in on the action for the first time. She's going to make an attack. She rolled a 7, which she needed an 8. So that's nothing. That's their turn. And now let's see if the other team just gets to mop up. Deployment roll of frontline firepower, which for the millionth time today does not matter, as their point costs are all the same. Silk here has sidestep. Sidestep, sidestep. Oh, you know what? I forgot to use Outwit with Black Panther. Keep outwitting that poison to keep my Invisible Woman at 18 defense. To keep Black Panther's defense at 18 with her defend. Okay. Sidestep. Making an attack on Black Panther. Here we go. That's a 6 to an 8. Okay, I'm getting really tired of Invisible Woman. I'm just gonna push She-Thing. Not push. I mean, use her to knock her out. Pump that Close Combat Expert into attack. She already gets a 1 damage bonus anyway, which won't matter because she has a stop click and she hits at 18. She only needed a 6 with her 12 attack. 1, 2, 3, stop click. Because there is someone with a Fantastic Four keyword there. Token for She-Thing. There she goes. Red Hulk. He is getting +1 attack and damage. So he has 10 attack with 4 damage. That'll cause him to push. Which I may not want to do. That 18 defense has been keeping him alive. Oh, I just saw that he has Empower. Well, you know what? It doesn't matter because that stop click activated anyway. Let's go to the other team's deployment role. And now that's game over for them. So there you have it. So that was the first Gauntlet match. Fantastic Four Showdown. Gonna take a look at, not really take a look. Like I said, this is gonna be very low production. So I'm just gonna go like this. Some of the characters that impressed me was Robbie Reyes, Ghost Rider. Okay, maybe it was that I got lucky with that Impervious, and I'm a bit biased with Ghost Rider. Johnny Blaze preferably, but I'll take a Ghost Rider any way I can take him. But that Pulse Wave, it's a shame that he got incapacitated one time, and he missed a crucial attack before that. However, I saw the potential that he has at that 80-point dial. I gotta give him another go. Maybe under a different setting with a different team. We'll see what we find for him in future teams. The Thing, the particular one, the Fast Forces, the starter set one, was a beast top dial, but I noticed right afterwards, click 4 and down, 10 attack doesn't really do much, doesn't get you anywhere. Maybe some Perplex would help him out. Another character that I was slightly impressed by was, believe it or not, Invisible Woman. I know I called her Wonder Woman at the beginning of the video, but this Invisible Woman for 40 points. That stop click kind of held off several attacks. Kind of made me not want to waste attacks on her because I know I couldn't one shot her, and because in doing that, that kept her at her 18 defend longer than she should have. I thought she's a great 40-point piece character, had telekinesis, which she used too, and stealth that kind of kept her alive in the beginning. Not a bad character. I think those were the standouts for me. And maybe this Sheathing did do quite a bit of damage, as you saw. So I definitely feel that maybe she does have some potential that we need to tap into there to make her a little more scary. But that's about it for standouts. Regarding any combinations that I saw, I got an idea with Wonder Woman. There I go again. Invisible Woman, that trait. Invisible Woman here has that trait, form the new Fantastic Four. I do see we're having maybe a character on the sideline like Sheathing would come in handy. If because she gets that bonus when she's attacking Fantastic Four, 544 enemies, opposing characters. That means that if you have her on your sideline and you bring her in with the forming the new Fantastic Four trait, it will give you a nice solid answer to maybe facing like a mirror match, kind of like a silver bullet against other teams with her keyword. So that's one thing that did come to mind as regarding as a whole, as team building. The thing to look out for would, I noticed, a lack of flyers. So it's going to be kind of tough carrying characters. So characters that can actually already have something like passenger or carry or the underworld team ability like these two. Again, here, this Ghost Rider, I'm telling you, this Ghost Rider, so far, he's made an impression on me. But this one too, don't forget that he has the underworld team ability to carry characters. So those are some characters that may see the second round as we make our way through the Gauntlet. I really hope that you enjoy watching this Gauntlet. And like I said, this is the first video of many to come. So please make sure that you are subscribed. That way you get notified when another video goes live. As always, thank you so much for watching.